How much money have we spent on saving Matt Damon? Like, it's too much. Right now, someone get him like a GPS or a leash or something.
Commander, Mark is dead. We have to go now.
Here's the rub. It's gonna be 4 years for another mission to reach me. And I'm gonna have designed to last 31 days. So I gotta make water and grow food on a planet where nothing grows. But if I can't figure out a way to make contact with NASA, then none of this matters anyway.
We've got an incoming message.
Mein Gott. Mark Watney's still alive.
In your face, Neil Armstrong.
He's 50 million miles away from home. He's totally alone. What the hell is he thinking right now?
I am the greatest botanist on this planet.
The Martian. So The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott, and it stars Matt Damon, Jeff Daniels, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Jessica Chastain. So The Martian is about this astronaut called Mark Watney, played by Matt Damon, and he is left on Mars by his crew. In a storm, they have to leave immediately, and they leave Matt Damon behind. So it's Matt Damon surviving on Mars, and NASA trying to bring him home. That's the whole movie, and it's fantastic. This is so great, mostly due to Ridley Scott's direction, because there are so many scenes that could have fallen flat because they only have Matt Damon by himself. Almost every scene Matt Damon is in, he is by himself. And you were invested by Matt Damon's performance, you were intrigued by his character, you are not bored in any of the scenes. And that's because of Ridley Scott's direction. It's weird, because it's nothing that I don't think Ridley Scott has ever done, which is comedy. And this is something that was not marketed on in the film, is that The Martian, it's very funny. It's more of a comedy. It still is a thriller, but it's got more comedic elements. And it's written by Drew Goddard, who also directed Cabin in the Woods, and he wrote Daredevil, the Netflix series. Matt Damon is the best I've ever seen him. Only very few actors can keep your attention for that long. I would say some are Tom Cruise and The Rock, but none would give a performance much like Matt Damon's that occurred. Acting across the board, other than Matt Damon, was amazing. It really was. Jeff Daniels, this is an Oscar caliber role for him. I would like to see him get nominated for this. He was amazing. Chiwetel Ejiofor, arguably one of the best actors working today, and he is very good in this. And even though they did not have the largest amount of screen time, it still felt like they contributed so much to the story. For the scenes that weren't so comedically and lighthearted, they were very intense. There's a scene very early on in the movie where Matt Damon performs surgery on himself, and that's very intense. And you're really wondering what's going to happen to him. Another thing that I have to give credit to Ridley Scott for is the choice of locations. I saw it in 2D, I didn't see it in 3D, but I was really drawn into the locations. I thought, Matt Damon's on Mars. And I had to remind myself constantly, that's not Mars, that's a desert or a soundstage. If there is a flaw with this movie, it's a very small one, and that's at the end when there's a 20-minute period when they're focusing mostly on NASA. And Matt Damon, he's nowhere to be seen. I wanted to go back to Matt Damon because Matt Damon's story was so interesting, but I was still very, very interested in what was happening at NASA. And it worked great, but I still wanted to see more Matt Damon then. And that's my only complaint with the movie. At all. Everything else is great. The Martian, it's definitely one of the best movies of the year, and I highly recommend you guys go see it. I'm going to give The Martian a 9.5 out of 10. Have you seen The Martian? Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Like this video and subscribe to become one of the Platypus. You can find me on Snapchat at Platypus0015, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.